Hello, and welcome to MIT and our 2019 Family Weekend Concert, sponsored by the MIT Music and Theater Arts Department and the MIT Parents Association. Tonight, we're going to take you through a bunch of music that features ingenious transformations, including piano works by Copland, transformed for the wind ensemble, and a rediscovery of Sousa's music in a whole new light. But before that, we have a very special piece to present to you tonight. The MIT Wind Ensemble has a history of commissioning new works, but very seldom do we start a concert with a new work. And tonight, you'll hear a world premiere. It's written by a former MIT student and a former MIT Wind Ensemble member. 10 years ago, in the 2009-2010 season, I had the privilege of performing a concerto that I had been commissioned by MIT to write. And sitting in the horn section was this young horn player and composer. 2 seasons ago, I was playing in a professional orchestra in Boston. And on the music stand was a brand new piece called The Dwarf Planets. And I looked up at the composer, and it turned out that now I was sitting in the ensemble playing one of his works. Tonight, Fred Harris gets to perform this former student's work. And to give you some perspective, both to the title and the inspiration of the piece, I'd like to welcome to the stage Benjamin Park.
Thank you very much, Ken. Thank you to Fred and the MIT Wind Ensemble. It's a real honor and privilege to be here and to have a group that is so dedicated to fine music making to play a piece of mine. A couple brief words about the piece. It's called the Fanfare for the Uncommon in Common, which is a little bit of a riff on the Copland title you may be familiar with. When I was here for the campus preview weekend, I got a t-shirt that said MIT, naturally, and also it said Uncommon in Common, which is where the title comes from. And thinking about what makes MIT MIT, well, we're all kind of a little weird, and that's what we have in common, the uncommon aspects about us, in a good way. And so to make this piece really special for MIT, I did a few Easter egg type musical placements, and I'd like to share just a few of them with you. The first is the rhythm that you'll hear at the very beginning. There's 2 long notes, 2 short notes, and a long note. Bum, 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 bum. Right? And for those of you who are familiar with Morse code, will be very aware of the fact that that is how you say MIT in Morse code. I believe that is how the class of 1861 was notified of their acceptance back in the day. Another thing, you'll hear a little fragment of the MIT drinking song. And finally, the piece, when played at the tempo marked in the score, is about 3.14159 minutes or so, which, looking back on it, may have been an irrational decision. So thank you again, and enjoy the concert and enjoy your weekend here.